Yo, fellow gamers, welcome. Okay, so what's up? My name is Momojin, and welcome to Support of Feed. So this time around, it's gonna be a build guide video because some of you inquired into my Rek'Sai support role. So here it is, my supportive mama build guide. So who doesn't want to be supported by a queen, right? So anyway, first things first, right? So in the background here, there's a game going on, me using Rek'Sai as a support during laning phase. So go ahead and enjoy while I give you guys my setup. So for runes and masteries, before you go in the game, right, you've got these flat armor marks, right? So and then flat health deals, flat cooldown reduction glyphs, one cooldown reduction quinn, right, and then 2 movement speed quins. So what's gonna give you here, as you can see in the statistics here, it's gonna make you even more tanky, right? And the movement speed and cooldown is necessary, okay, for certain things, for utility, of course. And then of course, moving on, we have masteries. Masteries here are a bit unique. You can go ahead and tweak it out. This is just a guide after all. 4 into offensive, or in other words 4-23-3, right? Being 4 into sorcery, because I want that 5% cooldown reduction. So all in all, runes and masteries will provide me with 15% cooldown reduction, right? And then defensive, you can go ahead and look at the tree properly here, and then 3 into utility, 3 into fleet of foot, because I want that additional movement speed as a Rek'Sai, right? So besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and cover into your abilities or your skills, the way you're gonna scale them up, right, in rank. You want to add rank 1 at level 1. You want to add the first rank into what's that second skill called? W, burrow, right? Because you want to have that tremor sense at the start, so that your jungler feels is not gonna get counter, not to say not gonna get counter jungle, but if the enemy is up for an early gank, a level 1 gank, it's not gonna happen, right? Because you have that tremor sense, right? And then moving on, you add at the second level, you add the first rank into Q, so you start harassing with your your void pool. I call it the void pool, but it's Prey Seeker, right? Prey Seeker at the laning phase. You can use it to start harassing, and of course you can also, and then at the third level you add the first rank into your tunnel, right? So yeah, so what's gonna happen here is from here on out, you're gonna max your Q first, and then whenever you hit level 6, 11 and 16, you're gonna add your ultimate, of course, and then followed by the second skill ability you want to max out is E, QWE, yeah, E, which is the tunnel one, right? You want your tunnel to cool down faster so that you can build more, right? And then the last skill ability you're gonna max is W, right? So that's about it. I'm not gonna really tell you much about during laning phase tips and tricks during gameplay wise. If you want that, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, because I want to keep my videos short and concise and relevant to those who are into the build, right? And then moving on, lastly, the items, right? So it's flashed on the screen here. The starting items will be Relic Shield, 1 health potion, 1 stealth ward, and sweeping lens. The reason why for sweeping, I was gonna say sleeping lens. I mean sweeping lens is because tremor sense allows you to completely, because if the enemy wants to play in the brushy at the bottom, it's not gonna work because you got tremor sense. Like, what the heck, right? If they decide to stay still, use your Q, your Prey Seeker to mark them so that your allies and your minions can see them. So it's not gonna work much, right? And that's the reason why I went for sleeping. And if you feel a bit gung-ho, go ahead and play Relic Shield, and instead of 1 health potion, you can go ahead and get 3 health potions if you feel like the stealth ward is not necessary, right? So of course, moving on, when the moment you start hitting mid game, or like when the moment you you go back to base for the first time, you can optimally optimally you want to be able to get your Sightstone and upgrade your Targon's Brace, right? And then you only get one pair of boots. I mean, one boots, okay? And then after this, you can go ahead and at level 9, you try your best. Whenever you hit level 9, if you want the additional dewarding utility, go ahead and upgrade to the Oracle's Lens, right? And then, of course, then this is where you start working into your Ionian Boots. Because remember, you already have 15%, so this Ionian Boots is going to give you another 15 to get you up to 30%, right? And then, of course, the magic item that will allow you to be a full-fledged supportive mother in this game would be to buy this item that will make you very, what's that term? Fertile. Yes, fertile, right? Because you're gonna be producing babies like non-stop. When you get the Zz'Rot portal, you want to get this item, right? So after that, you can decide whether to, in late game phase or between mid to late game phase, you can decide whether to go at pump up your Face of the Mountain first, because what is this going to give you is the last 10% cooldown reduction, which will bring you at the maximum 40% cooldown reduction if you feel like you need your abilities to cool down faster. If not, go ahead and get more tanky, get a Guardian's Angel. The reason why I suggested Guardian's Angel is because this is one of the items that gives max 100 I mean, if you include armor and magic resist. Guardian's Angel is one of the few items that gives 100 cap, right? The Zz'Rot portal gives 100, okay, if you include armor and magic resist, right? Guardian's Angel does that too. And the final item is Thornmail that gives 100 armor, right? The reason why you want all these high defensive items is because the armor and magic resist both scale for your void spawns, your baby's damage. So you really want to, like, you're not just gonna support your carry, you see, you're gonna support your babies, and the way you do it is to get as freaking tanky as possible. And then lastly, when everything's done, go ahead and get a Ruby Sightstone, and then you can go ahead into getting, what's that called? What's those consumable potions called? Elixirs, right? Elixirs of your choice, you know. So that's about it for items. And yeah, I think that's about it. So if there's like highlights playing in here, if there are any good ones, I'm just gonna go ahead and shut up, and you guys can go ahead and enjoy the gameplay. So I think that's about it. I hope you really enjoy this guide. If you do, and if you want more tips and tricks on how to play him during laning phase and the pros and cons of this support, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. So I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.